Hey guys, Zach here, coming at you with another video. So today's going to be a kind of multi-video in one kind of video. Today I'm going to be talking about Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, but first, I'm actually going to be reacting to the SpongeBob movie trailer. No, this is a third movie, right? There's a second movie, right? Right, there's a second movie, right? I think there's a second movie, but I didn't like the second movie. It was like where they got like, it was like sponge out of water or something. So this is going to be a new SpongeBob movie, and I'm going to react to it, and because the main reason I want to react to it, and I'm talking about Bikini Bottom Rehydrated in this video, is I wonder if this will become a video game of its own. Because usually, usually SpongeBob, the movies have become video games before, so wonder if this will become a video game. But anyways, guys, let's get into reacting, and then we'll talk about all the Battle for Bikini Bottom stuff.
ZakPak, he's always there for you. ZakPak, only on YouTube. ZakPak, what will he do next? ZakPak, let's find out, 'cause it's on with the show.
Ready, and go.
I love you so much, Gary.
Ooh, I like the art style.
Ready.
I like the art style.
Little snail, what's your name? Gary, huh? Do you want to be friends? Me too.
Gary, I'm home. Gary? Gary Bear? Gary? Gary? Have you seen Gary? Nope. Gary's been snail mapped.
Ooh.
Gary!
I really like his art style.
Next year, the search begins.
Friends don't let friends go on dangerous quests alone!
Oh, this is like Paddy Wagon 2.0.
Faces.
Keanu Reeves.
Hello. Call me Sage.
Good name.
I'm made out of sage and I am a sage. So it works out pretty well.
I'm Patrick. My name means toaster in Celtic.
Pretty sure it doesn't.
The most amazing places.
The lost city of Atlantic City.
Boy, I hope we don't lose focus.
Look, I wouldn't worry about us losing.
Ice cream! Gross!
And a hero
Let it ride, Patrick! Let it ride! Go!
you can bet on.
Put it on L.
Patrick, that's not an L, that's a 7.
7 starts with an L. Oh, that's weird.
The SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run.
This is gonna be like a buddy movie.
Oh, I love your sense of irony, Patrick.
Thank you. I love my sense of ironing too.
Oh, there's no release date for that? That's weird. Ah. Hold on a sec. Yeah, the movie itself looks good. Like, like animation wise and stuff, it looks fine. And the thing is with SpongeBob, I mean, granted, I'm 21, so I haven't really like watched SpongeBob in years. Like, I've watched it every now and again on the TV, but like usually, like I remember, as most people do, seasons 1 through 3. What most people consider to be the good SpongeBob days. And from this trailer, at least I kind of felt back in that a little bit. I mean, I'm probably not going to go see the movie in theaters, but it looks cute. It looks really, really good. And I think it would lend it to a good video game adaptation. So that's where this video is going. A video game adaptation. Because since THQ Nordic has the license for SpongeBob now, it would be interesting to see this as their first go at a new SpongeBob game, since Truth or Square, I think, was their last one. And I think that, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't want to like put all my eggs in one basket, but the movie seems very familiar. Like, it seems relatively similar to the first movie. There were instances in the trailer where we saw like just SpongeBob and Patrick traveling, and it seems like it's very similar to the first movie. So I think that if they did a video game, it could be something that's kind of like the first movie-based game, where, I mean, it's basically only going to be SpongeBob and Patrick, but you go through all these worlds that aren't like Bikini Bottom to go in. Instead of getting King Neptune's crown, you go and get Gary. So it's very familiar. It's a very familiar plot, but yeah, overall, like I said, I think the movie looks cute. I think some of the humor is a little bit weird for the SpongeBob I'm used to, at least, because like I said, I'm 21 and I haven't watched SpongeBob in years. So SpongeBob has changed, kids' humor has changed. So I mean, I can't say that that it's bad, because this probably goes with the new generation of SpongeBob, and it's just not the SpongeBob I'm used to. But I think that they could make a game based off of this, and that's something I would probably enjoy, because SpongeBob games, like, to me, Battle for Bikini Bottom and the movie game were like two of my favorites. And I think if they had a new movie game and brought back Battle for Bikini Bottom, I think that could really, really work. Like, that could do really, really well, because Battle for Bikini Bottom is striking up the heartstrings of all people who were born in the late 90s and early 2000s. Like, it's striking up a lot of chords. You know, a lot of people are excited for it. But, I think that if they did a game based off of the movie, and like I said, if it was like a new game, I think if they made it good, it could be a resurgence to SpongeBob games. And I would really love that. So now that that's out of the way, I want to go kind of into a discussion about Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated a little bit, just with a few little things. Firstly, there's confirmed to be a second team working with Purple Lamp Studios on Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. I forget what the name of the studio is, but basically, this studio has helped other studios with games in the past. And I think this is a good way to speed up production of the game so that it's actually out in a timely manner, without having to rush a really small team on a game as hyped up as this, because this game is obviously decently hyped up. You know, people say, oh, what, this is a SpongeBob game, how is this hyped up? This is a huge game in 2020 that's going to be coming out. THQ Nordic is hyping this game up a lot. That's how big this game is. Like, usually whenever I cover games on my channel, I don't get many, like, I'll usually get 100 views when I'm talking about non-Luigi's Mansion related games. But usually with Battle for Bikini Bottom, I can get multiple 100 views. That's how decent this game is, at least in my demographic. So, Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated is a huge game coming out next year, and having another studio on board to help will help with that. And that brings me to my next and last topic, which I think I'll utilize the thumbnail for. I started thinking more about those special editions, the Shiny Edition and the Fun Edition of Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. And it really got me thinking. I think those special editions are really too expensive for what they are. Not saying that that they aren't worth like a decent price. I'm not saying like the first edition should be like $50 and the next one should be $100. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is that for most people's budgets, I think $300 for the big special edition might just be too much of a bullet to bite. I mean, you know, given the fact that the actual like the statues could cost a decent amount, but even if they cost, you know, like let's say $30 to make, you know, or $20 to make, you know, asking for $100 for the first special edition and then maybe $150 to $200 for the other one, I think that makes more sense rather than $150 and $300. I mean, I don't know. Like, I get it that the statues do have value because I am a dummy that spent $115 on a Luigi's Mansion statue and it's just one statue. I get that. But here we're talking about a special edition of the game. I think, like, I think with, like, the Just SpongeBob statue, especially since SpongeBob is more of a kids game, so a lot of kids are going to gravitate towards this. Like, First Four Figures is different because they're notorious for having a fan base of adults who like to buy their really expensive statues. So I think that's a little bit different than a kids game. Obviously, like I said, it is a game heavily relying on nostalgia for kids in the late 90s and early 2000s. So most of us who were born in that era are 18 and above now. So, there is that. But I don't know. I do think I think this should be a little bit cheaper. I think the best way to inquire about this is to email the THQ Nordic support team, and I'm probably gonna do that just because I would like to inquire as to why the prices are so high. Because personally, now that I'm really thinking about it, I think the collector's editions should be. My water bottle just popped. I think the collector's edition should be $100 and maybe $175 respectively. So I think that's that. Like, I really want to get the fun edition, because of all the collectibles you get. But I just cannot spend $300 on a game that's originally $30, so 10 times more than I would spend for just the game for 3 statues. I don't know. I personally can't really justify that. So, as of this moment, I'm still going to get the Shiny Edition, which is $150, which is a little more manageable, but obviously you don't get as much. And for $150, which is $120 more than the base game, especially when most of the other things in there are like a pair of socks, some keychains, some lithographs, so they're not really high-value items. It's mostly the statues. When you're buying the collector's edition, most of the value is in the statues. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. And until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video.